Hi guys, welcome to another episode of
Flat TV. My name is Reg.
It's me, Wilson.
My name is Jojo, and today I will be showing you my top 10 female vocalists under the goth, symphonic, metal scene. And actually, Wilson and Reg do not have an idea on my top 10 list, and I'm just so excited to share with you and with them, my list of these best singers so far. Now, before listening to symphonic metal, I'm used to listening to goth metal, and I have a lot of favorite bands in the goth metal scene, and I think that symphonic metal and goth metal are kind of similar in a way. For me, that's just for me. So I think they are like distant relatives. So that's why when I came up with this list, I just decided to pair them all together. Okay? And it's very difficult. I had a hard time putting up this list because there are a lot of fantastic female vocalist in the genre that I mentioned, goth metal and symphonic metal. I mean, I'm sure you know that, guys.
I would
and
agree.
yeah, and I'm just excited for you also, Wilson and Reg, to be able to explore more on the other artists and singers in this genre. This is not an official basis of a top 10 list, not at all. This is just based on my personal preference. And this is also, of course, based on the artists or the bands that I have already listened to. So if you guys think that there are supposed to be some bands or female vocalists that should be part of the list, that is not part of my list just yet. It's just two things. Number one, maybe I haven't listened to them yet. That's why they're not part of my list. Or number two, maybe I have listened to them already, but maybe I just need to to get accustomed to them more. That's why they're not yet part of my list. And again, it's really based on a personal preference only and not an official list. So if you're excited to find out my list of top 10 female vocalists under the symphonic and goth metal genre, then we can just get into this now. Okay, I'm excited for the reaction of Wilson and Reg.
Yeah, I'm actually excited what number floor will be ranked here.
You'll find out.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be number 1.
I don't know. I'm not sure. There are a lot of great singers in the goth and symphonic metal scene. But of course, floor is a force to be reckoned with. So let's just find out. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Here you go. Starting off with my number 10.
Eileen Jimenez.
Number 9.
Okay.
Number 8. So this is actually a tie. I cannot decide between the two.
Okay.
So I'm alternating their voices there.
Okay.
So this is
Yes,
Lisa.
you will see the picture.
Okay.
Hiking.
Hiking.
Okay, my number 6.
Another Norwegian.
Okay, let's pause there. Right there. So,
Oh, she
yeah,
has
so
a
what
high
can you
voice.
say on my, first 5 in my list? From number 10 to number 6. Before we go to the
I can
top
see
5.
why. Yeah, well, I can see why you had a hard time choosing between
Yeah.
these top 10
Yes,
singers,
yes.
right? Yeah, I mean, hearing them all sing, I'm also having a hard time deciding which one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
I
be honest, me too.
I think the one that stood out for me
Yeah.
is hiking.
From Japonian, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You like her tone, the
So-
tone of her voice is something that you
Correct.
prefer, okay.
The one that stood out for me is the one that I've mentioned on the early part. I forgot her name. I told you guys that she has a high voice. She has a good voice.
Yeah, what was her name? I think she
I
was
think that's number 9.
right.
She was number 9 or
No, number 9
Number
does
8,
not
I
really have a
forget.
high voice. That's Christina.
No,
from-
number 7.
Number 8.
I think it's number 8.
Live
Yeah, number
Christine.
8.
Yeah, from Theater of
Yeah,
Tragedy.
yeah.
and
That's the
Versus
one.
Eyes, yeah.
Yes, yes.
And
that's
she
the
has a
one.
very...
I'm sorry because this is the first time that
Yeah.
I'm seeing them. So-
You're gonna be
And
surprised, right? Because... yeah, Reg.
And they all look so beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree. Jojo, you're not being biased.
No,
with
no,
this,
no,
right?
no. Of course not.
So purely this is based on their
On their talent and on my preference, because everyone is really talented here in my
Okay.
list, and even those bands with female vocalists under the goth metal and the symphonic metal scenes they are all talented, even though some of them did not make it on my list right now. Even those that did not make it on my list are extremely talented, and it's, as you can see, in this genre there are a lot of talents, and you'd have a hard time if you choose just the top
Right.
10. But for the sake of excitement, I just chose the top 10 for you to react to.
Okay.
But we've been reacting to different symphonic bands, songs. I haven't seen Anaka.
Okay, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. We are going to
Simone.
proceed now to our top 5. Okay? Let's not
Alright.
prolong it
For
anymore.
sure, they're there.
Okay? Here's my top 5. Let's proceed.
Okay.
Let's continue.
Okay.
Alright.
There.
Ooh, Within Temptation, Sharon.
Of course.
I really love her voice.
Number 4.
See?
Anaka.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
The sunset's way too vast to see. We beg of you to not let go. Between
number 3.
Oh, Simone.
Of course.
Of course.
Simone. Alright. So she's only number 3. Okay.
Wow.
My number 2,
Yeah, I really like Simone. Alright, number 2.
Tarya.
Oh.
Tarya, of course. Okay. Alright.
Okay,
I
just
knew it.
listen.
I already know what's
Okay.
number 1.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Yep.
My number 1, of course, none other than
Alright.
The
Flor
queen
Jansen.
herself.
Of course.
My heart is
Of course.
healing because I'm with you.
All right.
Okay, so how did you like it, guys?
You did very
I
well on
love-
that list.
Yeah, I love your list. Well, I will argue with you if Lord is not number 1.
I will argue with myself if I did not if I did not put Flor in number 1, you know. But it's interesting.
But you
Yeah,
know,
go ahead, Wilson.
if I would rearrange it, I would put Simone
Really?
to number 2.
Oh.
But it's your preference.
So no, I'm interested with your top 5. How are you gonna arrange it?
Top 5 is Annika. Top 4 is
Mhm.
Sharon. I will put Tarya at number 3 and Simone at number 2.
Okay.
And of course, Flor number 1.
Oh.
So what
That's
made
how
you
I will
prefer Simone over Tarya?
Because she's also
Mhm.
versatile.
I think that she's more versatile than
Um,
Tarya. I think also Simone.
Yeah, she's more versatile
There
than
is-
Tarya. Because we know how
Yeah.
Tarya sings, right? Her
Yeah.
style is operatic,
Yes.
right? I have nothing against that, all right? I have nothing, just a
Mhm.
disclaimer, I have nothing against it. It's just that on my own personal preference, I would, between the two, I would choose Simone as number 2. But I like Tarya.
Okay.
I like Tarya as well. And she deserves to be at number 3.
On your
Number
list.
3.
Okay.
On my list.
What about you, Reg?
Oh gosh, please don't ask me.
I see you're just enjoying there.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I'm not a very good judge when it comes to the technicalities of the voice and everything. I'm not an expert when it comes to that. But as a listener who enjoys listening to music, okay, I think I would put Tarya number 5. Number 4 for me will.
Now it gets more
yeah.
interesting. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, it's my preference.
Yes,
It's my
yes,
ears, right?
Yes, that's right.
Alright.
Number 4 would be Sharon. Number 3, Annika. Number 2, Simone, and number 1 is Flor.
So both of you are calibrated with Simone. And again, you are correct. That is, you've made a good point, Reg. This is our own ears, and so we have our own preference,
Right.
really. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder,
Yeah.
right? And so is music,
Exactly.
right? And I think the reason why I just placed Tarja on the second because in the symphonic and goth metal scene, there are a lot of operatic singers out there, right? You've seen my top 10 list, and a lot of those are operatic singers. And operatic or not, that makes symphonic and goth metal scene very musically brilliant, because not only do they create epic good music, but they also have some of the best singers, right?
They
I
do.
agree,
Yes.
yeah.
Super.
And with Tarja, while she, I think, with most of the stuff that I've listened from her, it's really mostly operatic, right? Unlike with Simone, with Flor, that they can also try other musical styles. But I think the reason why,
Yes.
right? But the reason why I placed Tarja second on my list is because amongst the operatic singers in this genre, I think she has the most unique and distinct tone.
Actually, yeah, you have a very good point.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. That's good.
Because she defined
Yeah.
Nightwish
And
yeah.
during their, when they
Yeah.
are starting,
and again,
her voice defined.
and the Nightwish songs had a lot to do also with how she was able to demonstrate her vocal styles, right? Her voice sounded good in the Nightwish songs, especially the earlier songs of Nightwish, right? So that's why I placed her in number 2. Simone at number 3 because the tone itself, what a bright, lovely voice. Very contrasting. If you're gonna listen to the songs of Epica, which where Simone is part of, they have some of the heaviest songs, right? As compared to Nightwish, Epica has really has some heavy metal songs. but how is the
Yeah.
voice of Simone able to complement and contrast with that heavy music of Epica, right? It's just
Exactly.
wonderful.
Right.
And then of course Anaka at number 4 because Anaka has also one of the most distinct voices. She may not sing operatic most of the time, but that also makes it good because it makes her voice more dynamic, not just one-dimensional, right? And the tone of her voice is like it's a mixture of classical and a mixture of grunge for me. I don't know, just for me.
I agree.
And then of course,
I think I agree.
yeah. And of course, number 5 is Sharon because one of the most soothing voices I've ever heard. Like an angel,
Yeah.
literally. Yeah. So, and of course, number 1 is Flor because I'm not gonna say a lot of stuff anymore. We've been talking about Flor ever since. But Flor Jansen, my dear, is in a different level. She is on a different level. She is
Yeah.
God level here.
Yes.
Tarja and the rest of the top 5, they are like legend level. Right? But Floor is God level. I'm not gonna say a lot of stuff about this anymore, but that's just about it.
Yes.
Yep, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
And guys, I thank you also, Reg and Wilson, for taking time to listen to my top 10 songs of the goth and symphonic
No,
metal
thank
scene.
you. Thank you for making the
Thank you.
list.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
I've
to be
been
honest.
wanting to share this with you and of course with our viewers out there. So guys, you can just share in the comment section below. Share your own
Yes,
list
please.
of your favorite top
Yep,
10
yep.
female vocalist under the Gothic or Symphonic metal scene. We'd love to see
Yeah.
your own list. And again, just a disclaimer, my list is based on my opinion and based on who I have listened to already. So if you have some artists that you think should be part of the list, maybe I haven't listened to them yet, or maybe I've listened to them for quite some time, but I just need to get used to listening to them, okay? But yeah, like what I mentioned, in the comment section, you share your list, your own list of your top 10 favorite female vocalists in the goth and symphonic metal scene. Okay, so yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, guys, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to our channel.
That's right. And if you want to be notified on our future videos, don't forget to click the notification icon. And of course, if you have any other suggestions, recommendations that you would want us to do in the future, just comment it down below.
Yeah, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So thank you again for watching this video. We'll see you again in the next one.
Bye!
Bye!